Hello everybody, this is Dino GTO, and this is going to be a very quick video, maybe like 5 minutes long, because I just want to ask a question. I have, as you can see, about 3.3 million credits right now, and about 20,000 free XP. I have access to that kind of credits and that kind of and that kind of free XP right now, so I want to ask a question. I already have a selection of Tier 9 heavy, or of Tier 9 tanks, but I want to know what is the next Tier 9 tank I should buy. There are four nations that are kind of in this. Um, there is the T10 from the Russians. There's a couple of different tanks from different nations as well. When I say a couple of tanks, I mean like a couple of tanks in one nation. So the T10 is the only Russian one. I've never driven the T10 as the T10. I've only ever driven it as the IS-8. So I'm kind of curious to see how this thing handles as the T10 because as far as I remember, the T10 was one of the strongest. Like it was one of the tanks I was strongest in tier for tier in the game. Like it was like I was devastated in this tank. I was so fucking I was a monster in this thing. Like just so fucking good at and just annihilating everything. And it just got even better whenever it was buffed. So personally, I think this is probably one of the tanks I would probably go for at tier 9. But let's go on to the next nation, the Americans. Both of these vehicles are mediums. The 254E1, one's an autoloader, being this one doesn't have much in the way of a grind. Just the main grind is getting to the T57. Um, so yeah, I think this thing could be interesting to play because well, it's a 105mm autoloader, and it looks like it could be pretty cool to play because it's got a it's basically the T57 autoloader but with a longer reload on the clip. And lower pen on the lower average pen as well, so it could be interesting. There's also the M46 Patton, which is a machine I really want to drive at some point because I'm genuinely really curious to see how it plays. Because well, let's just give you an idea of like what this thing is like from stock. Um, let's just go to the T20. Yeah, you know this gun here, the top gun on the T20, the Tier 7 medium. Um, yeah, that's the stock gun on the M46. And do you want to know the worst part of it? This gun weighs 2,050 kilograms. This gun weighs 2,250 kilograms. So you can't even mount the top gun from the Pershing on this tank from standard. That's how bad this thing is from stock. Like this thing is horrific. But I'm genuinely just like intrigued to see what this thing is like to play. So yeah, and that thing's got a reputation. So like it was like a really good tank when it's fully upgraded, but it was a nightmare to grind. But I kind of want to try that out and see what it's like. And then there's the Conqueror. The Conqueror, well, I've gotten most of the bits primarily from like the Centurion 7-1 and the Carnarvon. Carnarvon, one of the tanks I hated most in the game. Conqueror has incredible potential. If this thing had the 105 from the Centurion as an option, with like really shitty aim time and really shitty like gun handling with the Action X turret, then I would be grinding through this thing right now. But because the best gun you have access to grind with is the 20 pounder, I have been so I've just been almost totally put off this thing's grind because the 20 pounder sucks. I hate that gun. I really do. So yeah. Like if you guys tell me to, I will try and grind through that thing and try and get to the 215B. I'm kind of curious to know, like, I don't think the 215B is going to be replaced. I think there's going to be like a separate line, like from like tier 8 and up, for the chieftain. So I don't think I think the FE215B is pretty much here to stay. Although I think this thing actually no it's not. I think this thing's being replaced by the Super Conqueror, which is basically the Conqueror with spaced armor and stuff like that that are added onto it. So that could be interesting thinking about it. I totally forgot about that. Right, so the Chinese, there's three options. First one, I could get the WZ-120, nice and simple. Second one, I could finish the grind to the WZ-111, 1.4 and finally unlock this thing. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards that one personally because, well, if I unlock the WZ-111, 1.4, get this thing's grind done, unlock the 113. The 113's gun is the grinding gun, or is the main gun for the WZ-120. So if you unlock this gun, before you get the WZ-120, you get the Top Gun for free. So yeah, that seems to me like the best way to efficiently grind this thing. Um, Plus, you're getting the engine, the top engine for the WZ-120 with this thing here as well, because I believe it's the same engine. Yes, it is. So yeah, that seems like the best way of doing it. Getting the WZ-120 and granting those parts seems like a really bad way of doing it. But there's also a third option for the Chinese. I could try and grind like 100,000 XP, get up to like 100,000 XP on the WZ-132, and then unlock, well, the WZ-132A when that thing finally appears into the game. Like, that thing is not far away from being added to the game at this point. So yeah, those are the three options for the Chinese. So there's three options for the Chinese. I could finally finish the grind on the 110 and get the WZ-111. I could get the WZ-120, which I already have unlocked, or I could get the WZ-132A, which is very close to being added in. Or I could get the Conqueror, or I could get the T10, or I could get either the T54E1 or the M46 Patton. So personally, my two choices are the WZ-111 and 1.4 and the M46 Patton. M46 Patton for curiosity reasons, because I'm really wanting to know just how bad this thing is stock. And the WZ-111 1.4 because it just makes logical sense to get this before the WZ-120. So yeah, let me know what do you guys think. I'm really honestly like my two main choices are the WZ-111 1.4 and the M46 Patton as I said already. But if you guys tell me to pick something else, then I'll pick something else. So yeah. So let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.